Hello and welcome to another episode on Randoms, where we get to share with you, discuss with you the latest trend in an interesting and of course, an entertaining way. I have with me in the studio, I think I'm rushing this, but I have with me in the studio, and I know you know the person, Ogochukwu. I think I rushed this. How did you say it? I rushed.
You know, before you introduce me, you're supposed to, roll
yes, drum roll, yes. Ogochukwu, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Sharon, and how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing pretty okay, but I don't think I feel my best, just like I felt last week.
It's okay,
you know.
It happens.
Well, it happens, yes.
Mood swing.
It does. But how do you feel? Tell me.
I feel great. I'm a bit under the weather, but I think towards this evening, I feel better. I'm good.
Well, that's good news, yes. The people of Edo State have spoken and the results are in. If you followed the election, you would be up to date knowing that the Edo State governor has been, they've declared the winner. Our correspondent, Anthony Momodu, has the latest.
Former governor of Edo State residents in the person of Senator Sen.Okpebholo, where the APC chieftains alongside the Senate President Governorship, Deputy Governor of Edo State the Minister of Niger Delta and other chieftains of the APC are gathered in solidarity to celebrate what will become a historic win of the Edo 2024 governorship election by Senator Sen.Okpebholo against his Labour and PDP rivals, and it's expected that the chieftains are eagerly waiting for INEC to make the final pronouncement of the winner of the polls for celebrations to kickstart in full effect. All right, it's victory song for the All Progressive Congress as INEC has officially announced and declared Senator Sen.Okpebholo as the executive governor of Edo State, having beaten other rival parties in Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party to the top seat at the Dennis Osadebe Avenue right here in Benin City. So officially, Senator Sen.Okpebholo is the executive governor of Edo State. This is Anthony Momodu reporting from the residence of Senator Sen.Okpebholo, former governor of the state, where other APC chieftains, including the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, the Minister of Niger Delta, Abubakar Momo, and other chieftains are gathered in the residence of the former governor of Edo State, Sen.Okpebholo, and party faithful celebrating the historic win of Sen.Okpebholo as the executive governor of Edo State.
God has made it come to pass, and we cannot do anything but praise God for the and to thank Edo because we are moving to an era where Edo State will rise and rise for the good of the nation. God bless Edo.
The 2024 gubernatorial election in Edo State has finally come to an end, and Sen.Okpebholo of APC has emerged victorious. 291,667 votes. Sen.Okpebholo was able to defeat Aswe Igodalo of the People's Democratic Party, and there were a lot of celebration in the APC camp over the win, while the opposition party, the PDP, of course, has shown discontent in the results released. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has been praised for its improved logistic and voters verification processes by some voters, while some voters didn't think the INEC was fair. Well, we of course, this is expected. You don't expect everybody to jubilate and applaud INEC for whatever thing they've done. They might have done well to some people, but there are definitely some sort of persons that would think that INEC did not do well. Like I've been, I've been seeing lots of social media comments. I've been seeing lots of
even online
statements
videos,
from people saying that the INEC did not do their best, and some other person says they did pretty well compared to the you know, the presidential election, if I may say. What do you have to say about this, Ogo?
Honestly, compared to the presidential election, yes, I would say I think INEC improved because we didn't get to hear seizure of ballot boxes, and we didn't get to hear that people fighting, or thugs trying to, like, we didn't get to hear more of that, unlike the presidential election. So I think they actually learned from the presidential election because a lot of persons complained about it. So this one was more peaceful and calmer than the presidential election.
Yes.
And to people complaining, honestly, we need to be fair. When you don't win, you definitely complain.
Exactly.
You definitely complain. But then we still have to applaud INEC. I think they did a good job.
Yes.
The Edo State
No,
global election.
they actually did. They did amazing way. Although there were some people that said that they messed with the rule of law and that the electoral system was rigged and all of that. There were comments from, very high profile persons that, they said this, and it was just so funny because thinking of the fact that it is actually not their party, we can understand where that sentiment is coming from.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch all polling units, but I know I saw some online, and some polling units were really calm, while some had a little bit of, I think, rain. The rain disrupted a lot of voting activities in some polling units, and because of that, some persons felt like, okay, we didn't cast our vote, and some persons still feel like, my vote did not count. This is not what I did. This is not who we voted for. This is not what we wanted. You get, and you cannot, what you want cannot always come. You don't know what the other person voted. You only know what you voted, or who you voted for. So you don't know what the next person standing behind you, or who the next person standing behind you is voting for. So you can only talk about yourself. So whatever INEC or the results INEC must have brought out, I want to say, I think it's a fair result.
It definitely should be.
It is a fair result. But then, like you said, they've all expressed their dissatisfaction over the results, and Twitter is blowing up.
I can imagine.
Twitter is blowing up.
Please fill us in.
Let's go right into the comments on Twitter concerning the Edo State global election for 2024. The first comment we have here is coming from Supports Democracy in Nigeria. And he or she says, our problem in Nigeria is INEC. Okay, this one doesn't agree with the results. Okay, he said, until we decisively deal with those who have the temerity to rewrite electoral results, we would not have a democracy. Okay. So Support Democracy is not agreeing to what INEC has as the results. The next one is coming from Choki. Choki says, APC slogan is go to court. I pity who believe or trust in Nigerian current judiciary system. You end up in shame, waste your time and resources. It's better you concede defeat and move on with your life. Sharon, do you think the other party, which is PDP, should concede defeat?
Of course, you need to.
Do you think
on an updated news, we got to find out that the APC, Aswa Igodalo, right, has accepted defeat, and I think he came out to...
APC.
Sorry, the PDP.
Yes,
PDP. Sorry, pardon me. He has actually accepted defeat. I think from a statement released.
Not really, because I also saw another contradicting statement that he has to go to court, and I think he's not the only person making decisions for himself. He has other persons, and I think he wants to go fight for his rights. He feels like INEC did not do the right thing. There's a video that surfaced online, and he was complaining that they chased the sitting governor out of INEC office. And he also said that when you go to INEC office, it's more like it was like a polling unit for just APC voters, that it was filled with APC voters or APC personnel, and he just feel like, okay,
so what is insinuating?
Yeah,
that
they feel like there's something wrong. But then let's see, this other comment is coming from Ago. Ago says, it's still a win-win for Edo people. You wanted an Isha man to lead you regardless of the party. Isha man won. Let's move ahead. Both of them, both persons are Asian people. Hope I'm pronouncing it well. Is it Ishan or Asian?
Oh my God.
We'll find out from one Edo man. Okay. This is the last comment is coming from Frustration. And she says, it's one thing to sell your votes for 10K. It's another to sell your votes for APC for 10K. Even if you are a roadside prostitute. Okay. Frustration is really releasing her frustration on the people of on INEC. I think she doesn't also agree with the whole thing. And from her own comment, she's trying to say that vote buying was present in the election. I think I saw a couple of videos online too, where they were giving, I really can't say the amount, I can't say how much it was, but then you could see that people were paying, you could see a man, yes, paying an amount of money to a particular lady, and you just they collect their voters card, and I think they do that themselves, you get. And I'm asking myself, okay, I've seen one, you collect voters card, you give the person the amount of money, then another one, they will give you the money and still monitor that you vote for them. Now we have the people who conduct this election, INEC, and we have their reps, we have ad hoc staffs. When you come for those people that you give money and you collect their card, when you come to register your vote, they are supposed to see the name, that this name doesn't tally with the person standing. And okay, this card is for a female. Why is a man standing in front of me to vote? Now that is the part where I don't understand, because those kind of votes are supposed to be null, like it's supposed to be, it's not even supposed to count.
Aside all of that, what is the beavers for?
That's another thing.
I thought it was supposed to tackle all these buying of votes and all of that. I think you come to just like put your fingerprint, your face comes out, and then you go ahead to vote or something.
Once you search for your name, you see your name, you go with your card.
Because I feel like at this point we shouldn't be having this case of ballot box, stealing of ballot,
of votes, and
all of that. Yes. No, because the beavers, according to INEC, it was supposed to come and eradicate all of those happenings. But well.
So what can we say? Maybe INEC is not there yet 100%, but so far we are going to applaud INEC for a job well done in Edo State Guba election 2024.
Yes, exactly. Well, we'll be going on a short break now, and when we return, we have more and more latest trendings for you. So do stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we just finished discussing the Edo governorship election,
for
right?
2024.
Yes, and the winner, Sen.Okpebholo. Yes. So moving on, rapper Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in Manhattan after being indicted by a grand jury for racketeering and sex trafficking, months after the music mogul was hit with a series of civil sexual assault lawsuits, all of which he has denied. The federal court in Manhattan unsealed charges against Combs for racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Oh, wow. Alleging he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct, which allegedly includes forcing victims into engaging in recorded sexual activities, which he referred to as freak outs. I'm so sorry, freak out. Well, Combs, who is 54 years old, has strongly denied all of the allegations against him. His attorneys have branded the lawsuit and their accusations as money grabs, baseless, or they've tagged the lawsuit as baseless or sickening. This is so weird. I'm not comfortable talking about this kind of issue, but we have to talk about it because it's a trending
this
issue.
Kind of people are living within us.
Of course.
Okay, you're just only hearing Diddy's story, but we have a lot of them here.
Yes, maybe Diddy's story came out of a celebrity.
Yeah, it's not just we have celebrities here in Nigeria. Okay, Diddy is an international person to reckon with right now, and a lot of persons look at him as a role model. You get, but these things, we shouldn't dispute the fact that these things happen here in our country, Nigeria. You see parties like sex party, where everybody has to be naked and all of that. But then what are you teaching people? What are you teaching the young ones? Like, Okay, when I was even going through this story, someone said there was a time he went to supply Diddy drugs and he found out that some rappers and musicians that he held in high esteem were there doing all of these things, and he said immediately he lost respect for them. And I'm asking myself, for someone like Diddy, who would have thought, because he has grown-up children.
Yes, that's like, what even bothers me.
Yes,
he has grown-up children
that are big and old enough.
Does that even matter? Does people, do people sexually abuse people based on the number of kids?
He said it was like, okay, according to Diddy, Diddy said he never engaged in any of these sexual activities, but he just like to watch it and make himself happy.
We can't say, but there are lawsuits against him. There are lawsuits against him. One that was even more popular was that went viral, I think, was the one of his ex-girlfriend Cassie, where she, said he was abusing her for over 10 years. And there are other lawsuits, like a lawsuit that was filed by Derek Lynn Cardello Smith, a 51-year-old man, an inmate who claims that Com drugged and sexually assaulted him at a party 30 years ago. And also in November 2023, we have Joe Dickinson filed a lawsuit alleging that Com drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and secretly recorded the assault while she was a college student in 1991. This is so sad, and I know just like the way social media would definitely be heating up right now. And please fill us in on what people are saying about this.
Okay, trust your people on X to always rant or talk about things like this. They love gist like this. So we are going straight to X, and let's take the first comment, and it's coming from Nidhi. Nidhi says, this tweet hits hard. If the allegations against Diddy are true, it's a serious issue that goes way beyond the usual chatter about his image. We really need to focus on the gravity of those claims and the impact on the victims, rather than getting distracted by the more superficial stuff. It's all about accountability and making sure the victims are heard. Yeah. Ajayi, this is coming from Ajayi Samson. Ajayi Samson says, I've never seen celebrities more silent about assaults like they are with Diddy. Like, everyone is silent. Even Burna Boy isn't saying anything. What is Burna Boy supposed to say? What are you trying to say, Ajayi, please? Samson, what are you trying to say? Okay, this is coming from Marina Z. Marina Z says, what's most disturbing about this whole thing is that it was apparently well known this was going on for the last 15 years. That's a long time. For the last 15 years, they think about all the victims between then and now. How many hundreds of people participated in these heinous acts?
Exactly.
Who are they? Are they even coming out to say?
Of course, there are lots of lawsuits against him.
I think they still feel.
Yeah, we don't even. Yes, of course, not all will come out to say. We just know quite a number of them that have come out to actually say yes, they were sexually assaulted. But I believe there are many more that do not want to.
Okay, this person says Diddy was drugging people with the intent to sexually assault them. Would assault them to the point of medical hydration, then give them IV drips to revive them. And everyone wants to talk about baby oil and him being freaky. This is a prolific serial rapist. The baby oil thing. Well, I don't want to talk about that now. So I'm going to read the last tweet for the day, and it's coming from Billion Era Boyd. He says, all of these things, from the baby oil to the IV drips, just shows how prepared he was. Like a damn psycho. He wasn't doing anything out of rage or as a one-off power play. He systematically did this to people with clear intent to harm and sexually assault. Disgusting.
Disgusting. It's
when I first saw the oil, someone... Oh God, people are just...
What?
Somebody said, maybe Diddy is producing baby oil. Maybe he has a baby oil factory. Maybe he sells it. Did you see them?
But you know that he also had IV drips. Says when he's done with his victims and they are dehydrated, then he uses IV drips to,
energize them.
Yes. What? That man... Well, I don't want to say anything, but
who has that much baby oil in
his
their
house?
That means he was really prepared. This is like a business for Diddy. This is like...
We can't just get the full story. We can't get the full gist.
We can't. But, well, that's the last comment concerning Diddy. And I hope you enjoyed our episode today on Randoms from the Cuba election to Didi's story. And if you just joined us and you feel like you've missed out, do not worry. You can run off to YouTube on Global TV NG and watch all your favorite episodes of Randoms. And this is Ogochukwu and Sharon. We're saying
Bye-bye.